all, this is Gitanjali from Bayan Times. Today's top headlines: Gujarat to sell fishermen back to safety. The ordeal of the fishermen from north coastal Andhra, majority of them from Srikakulam, stranded in Gujarat, is likely to come to an end with the Andhra Pradesh government deciding to bring them back to the state by the sea. Chief Minister Y.S. Jaganmohan Reddy on Thursday held talks with his Gujarat counterpart Vijay Rupani once again and sought cooperation from the latter for bringing them to Visakhapatnam through sea route. The Gujarat Chief Minister has agreed upon to the proposal of the state government, Fisheries Minister Mopi Devi Venkataramana Rao said on Thursday. About 5,000 fishermen from Srikakulam and other north coastal Andhra have been stranded in Veraval of Gujarat since the lockdown was announced across the country following the outbreak of COVID-19. Earlier, the state government sent relief materials and financial assistance to the stranded fishermen and proposed to shift them once the lockdown is lifted. COVID-19 cases cross 900 mark in Andhra Pradesh. Guntur district tops 200. The number of COVID-19 cases crossed the 900 mark in Andhra Pradesh with 62 fresh positive cases emerging in the past 24 hours. The tally in Guntur and Krishna districts has crossed the 200 and 100 mark respectively. The state now has 955 COVID-19 cases. According to the media bulletin issued by the State Command Control Room, 6,306 samples were tested between Thursday 9 am and Friday 9 am. Kurnool, which had already crossed the 200 mark, recorded 27 cases, taking its tally to 261. Krishna 14, Guntur 11, Anantapur 4, Prakasam 3, East Godavari 2 and Nellore 1 accounted for the other cases. 2 deaths, one in Anantapur and another from Kurnool, were also reported in the state, taking the number of deaths to 29. IFS trainee stuck in native joins COVID-19 fight. While it is an extended holiday for some who can afford and a challenging time for the frontline workers dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, this young Indian Forest Services IFS officer from Hindupur, who came to his house on a vacation, preferred not to sit at home. The 29-year-old trainee officer, Chinta Chaitanya Kumar Reddy, volunteered to join the fight against COVID-19. A graduate from BITS Pilani and completed his master's from Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Chaitanya has the experience in working in left-wing extremist affected areas while doing his Prime Minister's Rural Development Fellowship. As part of the fellowship, I worked in Bhadrachalam in Telangana for 3 years on issues related to tribal development, he said. It's my responsibility to work at this time of crisis. I approached the district collector Gandham Chandradu during one of his visits to a Hindupur red zone area and asked him to give me a chance to join the government's fight as I am a trainee civil services officer. The collector agreed, he said, and added that he started working in the red zone areas in coordination with the joint collector since the second phase of the lockdown. 4 districts have 2/3 of cases in Andhra Pradesh. As much as 66% of Andhra Pradesh's 893 COVID-19 cases are from 4 districts: Kurnool 234, Guntur 195, Krishna 88 and Chittoor 77, and there is a possibility of community transmission in Chittoor, Special Chief Secretary Health K.S. Jawar Reddy indicated on Thursday. We are not worried about the 31 new cases in Kurnool and 18 in Guntur as they are from red zones. But we are worried about 7 of the 14 cases reported in Chittoor district as they are from outside the red zone, he explained. About 2/3 of the 181 clusters where COVID-19 cases have been reported are in urban areas. These clusters are in 103 mandals. We have categorized mandals as red, orange and green zones. Of 676 mandals, 56 are red, 47 are orange and 573 are green. But these numbers are dynamic, he added, stating that the health department is moving ahead with one goal: protect the green, restrict the red. The health secretary said the extent of testing has been increased. Total lockdown in Srikalahasti. With 5 more cases being reported from Srikalahasti on Thursday, the district administration has decided to enforce a complete lockdown in the temple town from Friday. Movement of people will be restricted even between 6 am and 9 am, and even pharmacies and shops selling essential commodities will be shut. Chittor district recorded 14 new COVID 19 cases on Thursday, taking its tally to 73. In Srikalahasti alone, 47 cases have been reported. Collector Dr. Narayana Bharat Gupta, DIG Kanti Rana Tata, and others held a meeting before deciding to enforce the lockdown strictly. Kanti Rana said shops will not be allowed to open even between 6 am and 9 am, and essential commodities such as milk and medicines will be delivered at people's doorsteps. Ward volunteers will supply these goods, and DIG said. Petrol pumps too will remain closed till May 3, and cases will be registered against violators of the lockdown under the Disaster Management Act. Woman tests positive days after being discharged in Vishakhapatnam. One more positive case was reported in Vizag as a woman from Gavra Thati Chetlapalam tested positive on Wednesday night and was shifted to GITAM hospital. 4 of her family members, including her husband, were discharged recently from GITAM hospital. She was earlier discharged from Government Hospital for Chest and Communicable Diseases GSCCD after she and her 18-year-old son tested negative when they were taken for quarantine along with other family members. However, she tested positive when mobile teams pressed into service in 7 containment zones, collected samples from the family members. This was the second positive case in 5 days. Earlier, one positive case was reported on Sunday after almost 2 weeks. Last positive case was reported on March 6. A woman who was in quarantine at a college tested positive and was shifted to GITAM hospital. Godavari water to be released in Ranganayaka Sagar today. Finance Minister T. Harish Rao and Municipal Administration and Urban Development MAUD Minister K. T. Ramarao will release Godavari water into the Ranganayaka Sagar project from the search pool in Siddipet district on Friday. As the water reached the project search pool on April 15, the Ranganayaka Sagar project officials set up 4 motors to pump it and conducted a trial run with 2 motors. They said first 2 motors would be used to pump the water and the remaining would be pressed into action if necessary. The officials also said they would fill 1.5 TMC feet of water initially, as it was not advisable to fill the newly constructed project to its full capacity of 3 TMC feet. The officials who were busy making arrangements for Friday's event said it would take 4 to 5 days to fill 1.5 TMC feet of water into the Ranganayaka Sagar project. Partner with private labs to expedite testing, says Naidu. Underscoring the need of increasing the number of COVID 19 tests in the state, TDP Supremo and leader of the opposition N. Chandrababu Naidu has expressed concern over the pending status of over 16,000 tests at a time when identifying every infected case is crucial to prevent the spread of coronavirus. In a letter shot off to Chief Secretary Neelam Sawhney on Thursday, Naidu felt that the test results were delayed due to less number of laboratories in the state and urged the government to partner with private testing laboratories like other states to expedite the testing process. Death rate in Telangana lower than national average, says Iyatala Rajender. The state recorded one more COVID-19 death and 27 new positive cases on Thursday, taking the total number to positive cases to 970 and casualties to 25. The silver lining to this depressing scenario is that as many as 58 patients have been cured and discharged, taking the total number of those who fought and won the war with the virus to 252. Around 80 more people are expected to be discharged on Friday. The recovery rate in Telangana is 27% and the death rate is quite low at 2.6%. Of the 27 people who tested positive on Thursday, 13 are from GHMC limits and the rest from Gadwal, Medchal and Rangareddy districts. Speaking to the media on Thursday, Health Minister Iyatala Rajender said, "We are taking all the measures to contain the virus. The lockdown will be implemented with full force and with no relaxations. Special officers have been appointed in the three districts, including Suryapet, where the number of cases are high. The death rate in Telangana is lesser than that of national average. While the national average is at 3.7%, the death rate in the state is at 2.6%. We will not be doing rapid testing in the state, he added. Telangana HC settles claims of outstays. In a significant development, a division bench of the Telangana High Court on Thursday settled the claims of outstays from Mamidyala and Bahilampur villages in Siddipet district who have lost their houses owing to the Kodapachamma Sagar Reservoir, which is a part of Kaleshwaram Lift Irrigation Project KLIP. The bench, comprising Chief Justice Raghavendra Singh Chauhan and Justice A. Abhishek Reddy, directed the petitioners to accept the compensation as per the amended Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act 2017. The bench also directed the district collector concerned to give the outstays time till May 1 to shift to the resettlement colony provided by the state government. As for the petitioners who have lost their lands under the project, the bench posted the cases to April 27 for hearing. Not sure if lockdown would be lifted on May 3, says P. Muralidhar Rao. BJP General Secretary P. Muralidhar Rao on Thursday said he was not sure if the nationwide lockdown would be lifted on May 3. Speaking to the media via a video conferencing app, he said that it was not befitting for Congress President Sonia Gandhi to cast aspersions on the way the Modi dispensation has been managing the COVID-19 pandemic. The BJP never threw communal paint on the crisis that followed COVID-19. It never blamed anyone for the outbreak, though we know that it was exacerbated by the Marcus returnees. He said, Muralidhar Rao pointed out that 83% of the COVID positive patients in Tamil Nadu, 60% in Telangana, and a majority in Maharashtra and other states were those who had returned from the religious convention held at Markaz Nizamuddin. With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share, and subscribe By Times. Stay tuned, stay updated.